the crew we made. Ready now, turn the page. This is where we all engage. Engage. Let the journey begin.
Welcome to Engage. Thank you for joining us this week, Kori. Kori, is that how you like? You want to go by a Starfleet name?
No, that's okay. Kori is fine.
You know, in my head, you just will kind of always, unfortunately or fortunately, however you want to see it, will be that Cruella Tribble, because that was the most brilliant outfit.
Thank you.
And I was so watching you even before I got a chance to kind of like talk to you. And it was just like, that is amazing. Just blown out of the water. And in my mind, that was like best costume, period.
Aw,
It was
thank you.
awesome. Do you do a lot of costumes?
That's the first costume I've ever done in my entire life.
Nice. No way.
Yeah,
Oh my goodness, how fun.
Yeah, and I honestly I'm not much of a costume person. That was just like I woke up one morning and I had the idea and I was like, I have a costume I can do. Okay. So I made it.
That's awesome. How long did it take you, would you say?
Well, so I started it early because I wanted to test it out for Halloween and make sure it felt right. And I did have to make some edits at that point. So I would say, I don't know, maybe took me a week. It wasn't as difficult as it looks.
Sure. I mean, there were a heck of a lot of Tribbles. I mean, more than that stock room on the space station.
Yeah. Yeah.
I just love the creativeness with that, with just taking different genres and kind of blending. That's so much fun to me. So it's cool that you got into it and just like, so are you encouraged to like make more costumes, or are you kind of like, ooh, I want to retire on a good note?
Well, I decided that if I can come up with something really good, then I'll do it. But if I can't, then I might bring that one back. I might not. I don't know.
Why not?
I've noticed it. Well, it's impossible to wash. And I danced a lot in it, so it got pretty sweaty.
You're going to get sweaty again.
Open air.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's awesome. Yeah, it was amazing costume. Trekker and I talk about it honestly all the time.
Really?
Yeah.
So. Yeah. In the most awesome way. Yes.
Yes.
Like,
absolutely.
Admiration. Yeah.
So.
Oh my goodness. Can I ask you a question that was not one I shared with you? I'm sorry. I do this.
That's fine.
And I'm not going to give your personal information out, but I saw tax kind of in email, and I was like, either she loves paying tax or she works in tax. And so I was curious about that. Do you do something in that?
That it's one of my many jobs. I have a tax and bookkeeping business. I also have a senior assistance business. I also work for the county election board. I'm too ADHD to pick one thing, so I just do all the things.
Okay,
so ADHD,
that. Yeah. Oh my goodness. So, all right. Wow. Okay. That's neat. So we kind of started because we were like noticing on the cruise that there were so many neurodivergent individuals that are like fans. And it's cool because it creates these environments where we can really geek out and nerd on with each other. And like, we get it.
And completely unmask and be our true selves.
Exactly.
Yes.
That's exactly right. Yes.
Yes.
No, not everybody who's been on the show or will be on the show is neurodivergent, but it's definitely right. As Lauren had said on the cruise, because that's again where we met you as well, Kori. So anybody who's following along, join the Star Trek cruise. But you know, you have to have a little bit of spiciness to be that dedicated and focused to spending an entire week focused on
The
one topic,
the
one
best
fandom.
week of your life, even.
I mean, yes. What was it? I think somebody had posted 308 days or something like that until the next one. So counting down. So
Yeah, I'm amazed, or like 2 months have already passed because it doesn't feel like it. But I'm excited for that because that means we only have 10 months left.
that's right. That's right.
Yeah.
It does help to have something positive to look forward to in a year. And I would say, even if somebody isn't a Star Trek fan and they were just like listening for some reason, I would totally encourage anybody to like go do
Yes.
something that they can nerd out on for
Right.
themselves and like do that, because it really is something that gives you the psychological break from the rest of the year. And it's something we get to look forward to coming up, and that's fun.
I would say even if you're not a big Star Trek fan, just come on the Star Trek cruise because, like, I mean,
It's hard
this
to now.
last
It's
year,
up.
yeah, well, hey, and cabins always become available towards sailing as we
True.
get closer to sailing. So,
Oh, good point. Good point.
yeah, and I honestly like. I mean, I am a big Star Trek fan, but I don't even at this point. I don't even go anymore for the Star Trek. I go for the people because the people are what make it so amazing.
Kori, I think you're with our. How many cruises have you gone on?
So this past one was my second.
Oh, okay. 1 year behind. So
But-
you're part of the.
Yeah, but I've already booked for next year. We booked for next year before we even went on this year. So
Nice.
this will be
Same. Yeah.
yeah, and there's a reason now to book. I don't know if you guys saw, but I got married on the Star Trek cruise. So
That's
now
right,
it's my
yes.
anniversary every year.
That's awesome. Yes, so absolutely, and congratulations on that.
Thank you.
Vicker and I were talking about that as well.
So that's partially why we end up talking about you in the best sense of the way, is that I was admiring your costume from afar, and I couldn't help but kind of eavesdrop on you telling a table of people, and I didn't know you, I didn't know any of them, but I heard you sharing this great news with them. And then I ran down and was telling somebody else how awesome this thing was upstairs. And then you came down and you knew the people that were there, and I felt awful because I was like, I robbed her of her moment to tell them, like, oh.
That's okay. That's perfectly fine.
But I thought that was so awesome that you and that's
It
part of
wasn't
your-
even planned. Like
Right.
literally on day 2, we were just laying there like, hey, why don't we get married on the boat?
That's awesome.
Yeah.
That
I mean, because we're surrounded by love and wonderful people, and it just felt right. Like we've been together for almost like 6.5 years at this point, but we were never gonna legally get married for financial reasons. We kind of can't. So we were like, well, this is the perfect opportunity to get like ceremoniously married. And we made a friend this year, Robbie, who used to be a pastor. So he kind of like, I brought the idea to him and he ran with it. Like he went wild. Apparently Doug Jones wrote part of my wedding ceremony.
Aw.
And Raven, and I always forget his actual name, but I call him Linus because he was
Linus,
Linus. And they were actually at the wedding. And then I had my bachelorette party on Risa night, and Robbie took me around to like all of the celebrities that were at the Bad Bitch birthday bash. And like I got like dances with all of them that night. So it was so wonderful. Like I couldn't have asked for a better wedding. It was so beautiful.
Oh, that's
That's
very
fantastic.
cool.
That stuff we didn't even know that. I mean, that's really cool. And that's one of the reasons we do this. I know, kind of as Trekker was saying, trying to find out about the fans behind the fandom, and just, jackass of all trades, or Jackie of all trades, I guess would be the, and then just hearing, I mean, and absolutely, I mean, the ship is just full of love, and, people who, that's just awesome. So
Yeah. I
congratulations.
mean, we've already, like a month after we got off the boat, we flew to Seattle for a friend's birthday party that we met on the boat. Like, that's how amazing these friends are that you make on this trip. Like, it's like summer camp. You don't want to ever
Yes.
leave these people. And so, yeah, we flew to Seattle for a birthday party, and it was great. Like, it was so much fun.
That's cool.
That's
Yeah.
awesome. Well, shifting into kind of where we're really diving deep with our fans and exploring. Okay, I need to ask you this. Do you find it offensive or funny, strange new fans?
Oh, no, I like strange new fans. That's good.
Yes. Okay, great. I feel like that's going to be my question for every single fan now. And if they say no, we're going to stop filming. No, I'm just kidding. Just kidding. Just kidding. No. But I'd love to know, how did you first get into Star Trek? Is that new, recent, old? How?
Well, so I know when I was a kid, I was watching TNG with my dad here and there. And he was like, I mean, he gave me all of my loves kind of when I was a kid. Like my dad was my hero. So he was like Carl Sagan's biggest fan. You know, we read sci-fi books together, we watched Star Trek together. And then I had watched like reruns here and there, but I had never watched all of it. And so during COVID, my now husband and I sat down and watched every single Star Trek anything from beginning to end. So like, and in chronological order, about like 2 episodes a night, I'd say.
Chronological when they came out, chronological like storyline.
Okay.
No, when they came out.
Great.
Yeah.
Because there is an argument that that is the correct timeline. Yeah, just FYI, but yeah.
Yeah.
Like that's the correct way. Oh, just kidding. Okay. So you really dove deep and watched all of them during COVID. And so back to back, like boom, boom. How many were you going through a day?
Like it was about 2, sometimes 3 episodes a day.
Okay. So you made it through pretty quick. Like that's a big story.
And there were some days that we didn't get to watch any, so it wasn't it was usually like 3 to 4 times a week we'd get to sit down and watch some. Yeah. The only thing I haven't seen, I haven't seen the Section 31 movie yet because
you're fine.
I've heard things, and my husband doesn't want to watch it. I know I'm going to have to watch it at some point, but you know.
It's like comic books and all that. Like you can make it be part of your headcanon or you can not, whatever.
Yeah.
That's right. Just don't tell other people what they have to like and not.
Right.
Section 31, it's interesting.
It's different. It's different.
I felt very Star Warsy about it, actually.
I
felt very Star Wars. Yeah.
That's my problem is I can't do like action movies. I'm not into action movies, and I also can't do fantasy. So my brain doesn't work with fantasy, and so it just like I've never even seen Star Wars.
Okay. Okay. Sure.
Yeah. This is literally my only fandom. I don't
neat.
I'm going to my first ever con next month, and I'm gonna feel weird about it because I will be full Trekkie and I won't know any of the other fandoms. But Nana will be there, so
I bet someone will recognize your Star Trekness and reach out. Yeah, I do this when I go out in public all the time, and some people will give it back, and then I'm like, all right. One lady had a Klingon on the back of her car, getting out of her car at Walmart, and so when I shouldn't have gotten right up behind her, but I yelled, "Blah!" and but it was really fun, and we ended up talking for a good long time randomly, and true story.
Yeah, I wear my Star Trek shirts everywhere, and I always get compliments on them. Always.
Nice.
That's pretty cool. Well, Kori, do you have a favorite Star Trek character?
That one's really hard because I feel like everyone is necessary. Everyone plays their part, but the one that never upset me was probably Neelix. Like I think he's just so adorable. He always made me laugh. He was always trying his best, even if he wasn't like fully, schooled in all the things. He kind of just found his way in and what made it his mission to make everyone smile, and that always made me smile. So
Oh.
Yeah.
I appreciate that because during our initial, when we were asking each other these questions, Nog and Rom are mine. You either like them. I mean, they both had redeeming arcs, as did Neelix, but you didn't necessarily like them in the beginning, so to speak, and that kind of stuff. But yes, Neelix is. So I'm gonna throw. One of my rapid
No,
fires.
I have a story
Picks.
about that actually, because to that thing, Neelix is some people love, some people gave him a lot of hate. And there was one time I was walking up the stairs at the cruise, and Ethan Phillips. Do I get their names wrong?
Yeah.
Oh my goodness, I'm
No,
terrible.
you're good. But
He was-
Robbie and Garrett call him Johnny because he would always do Johnny Carson impersonations on
Oh
set.
my goodness.
So
Nice.
the cast
he
calls
might have
him
been
Johnny, even though
He might have been in that kind of a mode, because as he was walking up on the other side of the stairs for me, I heard him saying, and I'm always eavesdropping at these stories, oh my goodness, but I heard him saying to somebody else, I think it was Robert Picardo, and he was telling him, I was a very beloved character. And I was over here, and I just went, and I started laughing because I knew he was joking the way he was saying it. And then he pointed, he goes, he gets it. And I was like, yeah. because it was, some people didn't like him, and he had to deal with that, which sucks.
Right.
What's funny is that might have happened right after I caught him on the stairs, because I was going down the stairs the same time he was, and I stopped him and I was like, I just need you to know that Neelix was my favorite because he always made me laugh, and I know you probably don't get that, but I love Neelix so much. He gave me a big hug. It was wonderful.
That probably did happen just before oh my goodness, that's awesome.
Yeah.
Oh
yeah,
I'm glad you stuck out with me.
Do you have a favorite? So what's your favorite Star Trek series and or movie?
Yeah, you've seen them all.
Right?
I definitely love it. You never could have convinced me before that I could love anything more than TNG, but I do love Voyager more than TNG.
Okay. Yeah.
Just because Janeway's the mom I didn't get to have, I had a mom, but she was nowhere near as cool as Janeway.
Right.
So, that supportive, always there presence, telling you to be as good as you can be and not taking no for an answer. Yeah, it was what I needed for sure. Yeah.
Okay. So out of there, is there one that's a favorite of their many adventures that stands out to you as yeah, I love that one the most?
Honestly,
it doesn't really have to be the most. I just mean the one that stands out.
If you're asking my favorite episodes, I do have a favorite Voyager episode, but it's not my favorite of all the episodes.
Okay.
So
now I'm intrigued.
So one of my favorite of all the episodes is The Inner Light from TNG, because it's just so beautiful. You can't watch it without crying. And actually, my husband dressed up as that Picard, or Cayman, but for both cruises.
I did last year too. That's cool.
Oh, you did? We had our friend actually custom make his whole costume from scratch.
Oh, nice.
So that was cool.
I did not go to that extent.
Yeah. But another one, the one I always recommend to people to get them into Star Trek is the legal defense episode of Strange New Worlds.
Okay.
I think it's Ad Astra per Aspera, that episode. To me, that's one of the most well done and thoughtful episodes that they've ever made. I thought it was just beautiful. And it had me in tears too.
Because Measure of a Man, where Data was on trial, is another one that is at least in people's favorites. And I'm with you. I like that Ad Astra one, and I love that she got to have that moment when there was the crossover episode where she got to at least get this glimpse that she has she's adored, made a good impact. I was like, because she's definitely one of my favorites.
Yeah.
That's fun. Okay. So you've been enjoying all of them. That's awesome. And so if you were going to introduce somebody to it? Is that where you'd start? Is that what you said?
Yeah, that's where I'd start. But interesting story. On the first cruise, we didn't know as many people, so we actually took advantage of like the flow rider thing and the water slides and whatever. Like we
Yeah.
had our time in the because there's no kids, so
Yep,
we got to do that a bunch.
Yep.
And the guy running, like the crewman that was running the flow rider thing, he was like, "So, what is this Star Trek? Like, why is everyone here?" And so we got to basically tell him all about it. And then I went back to the room and I wrote out an entire list of like 10 different episodes. Like, if you really want to know what Star Trek is, this is what you watch. And we gave it to him. And I mean, I don't know if he ever watched them, but yes, that episode was on the first one on the list. And the Inner Light was on there too. Yeah.
Very cool. Very cool. And yeah, and so you like those cerebral, deep thought episodes.
Yeah.
You said
Yeah. And the
earlier-
emotional ones too.
Yeah,
Right.
sure.
Yeah.
What would you say is your most emotional episode? Or like when I say that, what kind of comes to mind? Most emotional.
So I don't remember the name of it, but there is an
Doesn't matter.
episode of Voyager where B'Elanna, I can't remember exactly what happens. I really need to rewatch it because it is one of my
She's
favorites.
had a lot
but
of emotions too.
yeah, she is pregnant and
Okay.
she starts to realize how much she hates her Klingon side
Yeah.
and just
Oh.
that internalized shame that
Mhm.
we like just learn from a young age and get stuck with.
Mhm.
Like that was to me probably like one of the most eye-opening moments of just like how the littlest things can affect the way we think of ourselves and how we then treat others based on how we feel about ourselves. It really stuck with me.
Mm.
That makes
That was
sense.
a deep one.
That was
Mhm.
a very deep one. I don't actually
Yeah.
think about that as often. The later years of Voyager. But yeah, that one I'm thinking about. I can't tell you the name, but I
Yeah.
remember. Yeah, that her little girl.
I was probably sobbing the entire episode, just like having that realization of that internalized shame and how it just takes the tiniest little seed to start. And
Mhm.
then, yeah.
No, that makes sense. So
Yeah.
kind of with that, and being a fan for how long you have been with the fandom, how do you feel that Star Trek has shaped, and being a fan has shaped aspects of your life?
Well, I'm married now.
Besides getting married on a cruise.
Yeah. I mean, right. But besides that, well, actually, I'll ask this question: Did you know that your husband was as into Star Trek as it sounds like
Oh,
you
yeah,
are? as
who's
well?
bigger?
Oh yeah.
Was that-
Yeah, I mean, once we just started talking about it during COVID, we were like, yeah, we need to just watch it from beginning to end because we don't remember everything. So, but yeah, I think like I've always told people that if everyone was just forced to watch Star Trek, the world would be a better place. Like there's just so much empathy and so much problem solving, like learning how to do things without violence.
Mhm.
And that to me is like the biggest impact Star Trek has. Like every other space show, it's always about violence, it's action, it's like trying to win against the bad guy. And
Mhm.
Star Trek shows you that there's not always a bad guy, just a guy you don't understand very well. And
Mhm.
I love that about Star Trek. It really makes you think differently about people that you meet.
Mhm. Infinite diversity and infinite combinations.
Absolutely.
My
Mhm.
husband has that tattooed on his arm, actually.
No
that's
joke. I love that. The circle in the Is
Yeah.
there a name for the IDIC that I don't know if he has this tattoo?
I mean, we just call it the IDIC.
the IDIC.
we
Sure. Yeah.
we both have one. We
Neat.
have matching ones. Actually, let me see if I can show you. Can you? I can't turn my arm very well. There's like planets in there, and my triangle is actually
Neat.
I'm trying to zoom out. There we go. Is actually like the Voyager comm badge instead of
that's
just a
nice.
regular triangle.
Yeah. That's awesome. I love that. Very cool. I
But
see.
so
Yes.
mine is just the IDIC with Voyager. His actually says infinite diversity and infinite combinations around the side. So
Nice.
yeah.
I mean, we even just explore our own planet, that's what we see. You go into the ocean, you see fish that are just different. Like you see everywhere we go, everywhere people have already explored, that's what we see. I just
Yeah.
don't understand why that's not like everybody just doesn't follow that.
Right?
Yeah.
That's the utopia that we're all dreaming of at this point in time.
Mhm.
So
Yeah.
that's awesome.
Speaking of dreaming of, what kind of Trek invention do you wish existed currently?
Well, okay, so if I was going to be selfish about it, it would definitely be the transporter so that I
Okay.
could go hang out with all my friends that I've made so much more easily.
Mhm.
But being less selfish about it, it would definitely be a replicator because that would help end scarcity and make the world more peaceful, in my opinion. Because scarcity is what creates wars.
Makes
True.
sense.
Well, let's hope we can get both.
Yeah, right.
Right?
That would be amazing to have a
Uh-huh.
replicator.
I mean, there's a
Yeah.
lot of stuff in quantum mechanics coming out where it's just like the more we learn, the more, who knows?
Well, and it's by no means exact. And again, but there's 3D printers now, which is, just a step away. They've got them, printing off meat type substances that don't actually use meat. I
Those
mean,
are the
and
kinds
then
of meats I eat.
yeah, and then they're building houses with 3D
Yeah.
concrete and stuff like that. They can last for 50 years, and depending on what happens with everything, that's theoretically the average lifespan of an adult human. So
We have a 3D printer that we've got like wood filament for it, and you can
Ooh.
actually 3D print like something that you can sand and stain. Yeah,
that's
it's really cool.
that's awesome. Yeah,
I didn't even know that
just been
existed.
tooling
That's
around with my little
awesome.
plastic one. That's amazing.
I mean, it's a basic 3D printer. It's all about the filament that you get. You can just
Right.
use different filament. And obviously you might need a different nozzle on the end of it,
Right.
but yeah.
Oh, that's really cool. That's really cool.
Yeah. So do you just like make anything you need in your house? You just go print it, or is
Well,
it
you've
more
got a
Wait.
replicator
for,
there, Kori.
Well, I mean, we've made like so for the cruise we made SETI eel earrings
Okay.
to hand out.
okay.
Yeah, and then before we found out about the Star Trek cruise, we went on another themed cruise. We're also really big concert people. We love
Okay.
live music.
Okay.
And we went on the 311 cruise. And we 3D printed these little like pill containers with the 311 thing on the top, and yeah.
Cool.
And
Very
then
cool.
we also printed our own Horgans this year and stuff like that. So
Okay,
yeah.
very fun.
Awesome.
Very fun. Oh.
Yeah.
So you're printing up anything that's cool. I don't have one, but I heard Trekkie
Don't
does,
get
and-
one; they're addictive.
Oh,
They are,
no,
and that's why I
no.
haven't broken it out just yet, because there's so many different options. It's just like I have a couple different. This is going to be my spaceship arm. I can't decide what ship from Star Trek. It's like my favorite
tattoos?
fandom, and it's the one tattoo or whatever that I don't have because I just can't decide at this point in time. So, but I like your incorporation with that. So that's awesome.
I have a couple more Star Trek tattoos I have planned that I don't have yet. Like I really want and I don't even know what I want it to say, but I want some Vulcan down my back because it's just such a pretty like script, and there was another one, I can't remember it now.
That's awesome.
But
Vulcan,
I'm kind of a tattoo-aholic. So.
Right. I appreciate that. I appreciate
Yeah.
that much.
I don't have any.
Yeah, I know, right?
Well, I change my mind too much. The moment I put something on, I'd be like, no, I don't like that. I just
See, I usually I come up with a design and I sit with it for a year.
Nice.
And I think about it. Now, I didn't with the Star
Mhm.
Trek one because I just knew I loved it as soon as I saw it. But with everything else, like I sit with it for a year and think about like whether I really like it and whether I still like it a year later. And if I do, then I get it.
Neat,
So.
neat.
That's my puns. I have a relationship instead of a relationship. Oh,
Nice.
yeah. I had to wait for that one for a while before I just, bit the bullet on that. So, but
Yeah.
that's so funny. Well, cool. I think we're ready for rapid fire red alert.
Quick fire. Pew, 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 pew,
Thank
pew,
you.
pew.
Thank you. All
You're
right.
doing
So,
it right.
Yeah.
Yeah, you
So
got
Corey,
the
just going to ask you a
Jackie.
couple of, questions of either or type of thing. Feel free to, so
Ooh.
like the first one that we like, I like to start
If you
off
get bored with her questions, switch over to me in other words.
Yeah, we can do that. So communicator, flip style or com badge?
Com badge.
Okay. The game, the TNG, the game, or move along home?
The game.
Okay. All right. Would you rather eat Ferengi tube grubs or Klingon gagh?
Can I go with neither?
No Riker in it or anything like that? That's so funny. All right, well, I'll do a safer one. Tea or Earl Grey hot or coffee black?
The tea. I don't drink coffee.
Okay. All right.
Though I usually go for chai, not Earl Grey, but still.
Okay. Sure.
It's a better choice. No,
Yeah,
for
right.
me too. But yeah, just for me, not better. It's a good choice.
Hanging out in 10 forward or Quark's bar?
10 forward.
Nice.
With Guinan? Are you kidding?
Yes.
Okay, so we
I
were
said
having a
that right before the
conversation
call.
before this.
Yeah.
Are all of Guinan's drinks synthahol, though?
Not all of them.
Mhm.
She saves the special ones for special occasions.
Yes,
I get you
absolutely.
on that. And then you have to pay Quark. So, yeah. So I get
Yeah,
that.
no
Right.
money, exactly. And you get food at no
And
money.
you can. Yep,
You
that's
can give
true.
food to both. That's right.
Be part of the Great Link or the Hive Mind?
Ooh,
The link.
Okay.
to be like a time or
Because
changeling?
if you're part of the Great Link, you at least can do what you want. With the
Mhm.
hive mind, you're completely controlled by the hive mind. So
Yeah.
I like to retain a little bit of self-control. Yeah.
right?
Okay.
Yeah. I think that's fair.
Oh, yeah. I mean, absolutely.
Mhm.
Would you rather join Section 31 or the Tal Shiar?
Helshiar.
Yeah. Okay. Yeah. I mean, right.
Yeah.
If you're gonna go bad, you may as well go bad the right way. And they're the most feared, I guess, from depending.
Yeah.
The big one that I like to ask: Data's legal rights or the Doctor's legal rights?
Oh.
And again, both is an app, but for the
Whoa.
sake of argument, because I bring this, Picard, Picard season 1 talked about, android,
The androids, right?
and then you had the Doctor in Voyager, where all the Mark Ones were, scrubbing,
Yeah.
what was it, plasma conduits or something like that. Can't remember
Yeah.
exactly, but
I don't know. I have such a soft spot for Data, but also like Voyager is my favorite. So I can't pick, really. Everyone gets legal rights.
everyone gets legal rights. I like that answer. And then last but not least, Trekkie or Trekker?
Trekkie.
Thank you very much.
Yeah.
Thank you very much.
No offense, Trekker.
So
So my understanding is that like Trekkie was just what it always was, and then some people found it like derogatory, and so they
Mhm.
came up with Trekker. And Trekker is just harder for me to say, and my name ends in an E anyway, so I'm Kori the Trekkie, not Kori the Trekker. Yeah.
That makes sense. I like that.
Yeah.
in my defense, I was probably like, I don't know, middle school. I thought Trekkie meant you were those adults that watched the old Star Trek, and I was a young person watching Star Trek Next Generation. I know the and the generation just made me
Okay.
think I don't know. That's how I
fair.
got there. But I'm not really.
Oh yeah, it's just. But I will win this Trekker.
But I am going to keep count.
Yeah.
So
That's
far, we've had 3, 4 guests.
Everyone Trekkie, just
Trekkie.
everyone but you,
So-
my friend.
Thank you.
It's just simple. It's what everyone's
Right.
used to. Yeah.
That's absolutely fine.
Do you consider yourself a geek or a nerd, Kori?
Yes, kind of. I mean, yeah. When it comes to sci-fi stuff, yeah.
Sure.
Is this an either or? I don't know.
No. This is kind of just what we like names and kind of. So some folks prefer to be called a geek. Some prefer to be called a nerd. I mean, I don't care either way because I'm into a whole bunch of different things. So
I'm just a weirdo. Like
That's
you
fine.
call me a weirdo, and I'm fine with that.
Weirdo. I
Yeah,
like that
I
even
like that too.
better. Yes.
Yeah.
Yes.
That's
We can
awesome.
socialize that. I'm just kidding. And have you ever ideated on what kind of a Star Trek show you would like to see come out if you were like behind the scenes getting to tell them what to write? What would you brand new
Ooh.
Star Trek show? Corey,
I don't know. I'm not that creative. I like to enjoy more than create. So like I also like when it comes to music, I like to listen to it more than play it. So like I'm not the type of person that comes up with things like that. It probably would suck anyway. Now I have come up with different sci-fi concepts
Okay.
because
I'm here
my
for them.
husband, he's written a sci-fi book like
Okay.
10 years ago, 20 years ago, 15 years ago. And it's really good. And so
Promote, you
it's called Continuance,
Continue.
by Carrie Carmichael. You can find it on Amazon.
Awesome.
And so every once in a while I'll be up late and I can't sleep and I come up with these weird like science fiction ideas and I just jot them down and I give them to him hoping that maybe he'll write a book about it. But
Right.
I don't have any kind of Star Trek ideas. I
Okay.
think whatever they're doing is wonderful. So I mean, they're already doing a good job. I don't need to change anything.
Well, let me shift the question then. There have been a lot of different time periods over Star Trek, the last 60 years of Star Trek. If there was a new show coming out, what do you think you get most excited for, like in the time period or like wherever it's at? Like more TNG era, more a little bit later than that, more Picard era, more post-burn?
I like the post-burn.
Okay.
I'm really I'm a huge fan of the concept of the mycelial network. So another like spore drive kind of thing I think would be cool. Yeah.
That would be neat because, like, even if it wasn't Starfleet that did it, but like from a different alien that, like, because they can come up with same technology. They all, evidently, everybody figured out warp simultaneously and differently, and transporters. Like, so they could all figure that one out for sure. Okay,
Hopefully.
I could see that. I loved the mycelial network. That was fun. Yes, my first costume was tardigrade from Discovery season 1, and that was when my partner and I decided we're going to sit down and make a costume because we're going to Star Trek Las Vegas. And we like stitched that little thing and it had all these little arms tied together, and it was just fun to like walk around. The only thing I learned though about being in costume is that I don't know how to like not be in character as a tardigrade when I wear that. So I was just kind of like making noises to people running around. So I haven't brought it to the Star Trek cruise yet. I get a little too neurospicy, I think.
I don't think anyone would mind. I think you should wear it. I have the exact opposite problem. I wear the costume, but I don't wear the costume. Like the costume wears me. I don't I was Cruella, but I didn't have the attitude. I couldn't
put it on. Oh, you didn't need it. You had such the look. Yeah, It was great. Yeah. In fact, if you had been like snarky and mean, I would have been terrified. So no, I'm glad you were.
Well, but my Cruella Tribble is not a villain. She's an environmental protectionist.
Oh, there you go. I love that.
So
Yeah.
so instead of killing Dalmatians to make clothes, which is evil, I killed Tribbles because we need to, keep the population down.
There you go. The
I
next
mean, they
Bob
do come
Barker.
out pregnant from
The
birth. So,
Tribbles
yeah.
spayed and neutered.
Yeah, and I had to come up with that backstory because I did not like the idea of being a villain. Like I am not ever for the villains ever. So I had to make it not a villain.
And now we've
Yeah.
circled back to why you haven't seen Section 31. I'm assuming.
Well, no, I mean we've heard
Not
things
yet.
about it.
Yeah, that's fine. That's fine. No, and there's no shame in that. Like a part of me, like sometimes you can't unwatch something either. And
Yeah.
there are some things within that where I was like, huh. But now I want to either see more of those kind of aliens or I don't know, like it does leave a lot. And there was a guest star that like, I don't know. Yeah, but I haven't rewatched. I don't think they're making another one, are they?
No, not yet.
Yeah, that's done.
No. Well,
Yeah.
actually, they did just announce another movie. We don't know what the movie is, but I got notification like a couple days ago that Paramount has announced another Star Trek movie.
Another
Oh,
start.
nice.
Well,
Okay.
that's maybe a good way to go about telling more stories anyway, because then if people like it, you just kind of keep. I don't know. I like series though.
I do
Series
too.
have a lot of little stories that then tell a bigger story. I think that's fun. It's like a big
Yeah.
puzzle piece, and
But not liking villains is part of the reason why DS9 is not really my speed. Like I watched all of it, but it's very pugnacious, and I don't like things that are pugnacious. Like I don't like fighting. I don't like animosity, and so DS9 was hard for me, and then Enterprise was kind of hard for me just because it was
Same
so.
reason. Oh no.
But I mean, not
Oh.
so much the pugnacity, but the I don't know. It's just crude sometimes. Like
Yeah.
there were
Yeah.
some episodes I just had to leave the room because I was like, what the hell is going on?
I appreciate
Yeah.
that. Yeah, it's not like the camaraderie that we see others, down the line chronologically, that kind of stuff.
Yeah.
They're very yes. Like the way the Archer and Tucker and all of that treated to Paul. I mean, just yes. So
Yeah.
yeah, I
Yeah.
completely get that.
Well, that show was such a heavy vibe, especially because it got into post 9/11 era when they were filming, and like all of a sudden it shifted with Cindy, and
Yeah.
it just became like heavy. And what's funny because that was the first time they really started doing these really long story arcs. No, I guess
Yeah.
No, Deep Space
kind of
Nine
already
started
did.
that.
Deep
They
Space Nine
did.
really did that.
But in both cases, I think it lost some fan base that need the
Mm-hmm.
different
episodic,
kinds of
yeah.
because then it's more like, and I kind of always go back to Twilight Zone, but that's always the same kind of wow moment I like in sci-fi is like when you can, oh whoa, I'm looking at that differently now. Are there any moments in Star Trek that do that for you, Kori? Like that just twisted your brain?
Oh, when you recognize that V'ger is actually Voyager,
Yeah.
that was like, oh, that's so cool.
Nice. Okay. Yeah. That was neat to me when I was a kid the first time I learned it.
Yeah. And then I thought about like, well, what if, I mean, I can't imagine that exactly happening, but what happens when someone finds Voyager? I mean, it's still going.
Yeah.
Both Voyager 1 and Voyager 2 are still out there doing their
Right.
thing.
They need to follow up with those. And in my opinion, also like go catch back up with the probe, learn a little bit, the one that like, from Star Trek 4 when they had to get the whales, like there's all sorts of stuff that like, I'm like, those were some pretty powerful entities. Why don't we know more about them yet?
Right.
Like, that's cool. Is there anything you'd love for people to know or anything else about your fandom for our little send off here, Kori?
I would just say if you're on the fence about trying Star Trek, first of all, why are you watching this podcast? But but just do it. And if you're on the fence about going on the cruise, just save the money and do it. Like you will not regret it. And reach out to people on like join the Facebook group. Like this past year, I made a friend, Rachel, who she's from Tennessee. She was coming all by herself. So as soon as she booked it, she got on the Facebook group. She found a bunch of us, and then we took her under our wing, like when she was on the boat. So she wasn't alone, and she had a blast. She won the first ever Dabo tournament. She had so much fun, and I made her my maid of honor for the wedding. It was like, if you're just thinking about it, just do it. Just somehow find the money and do it, because it is the most amazing time of your life. Like, I dream about it every night, and I can't wait to go back.
That's awesome.
And now, if ECP would like to pay for your next vacation,
Yeah, right?
Right?
we will let them.
I don't think they worry that they have any issue of shortage of people wanting to go on the boat.
No doubt. No doubt.
Yeah.
For sure. Well, thank you so much again for your time. To our listeners out there, if you enjoyed this, please like it, share it, subscribe to it, and remember, live long and prosper.
Peace and long life, everyone.
Thank you.
Engage. Let the journey begin.